Hmm.
Hi, everyone. So this is our group presentation for our Starbucks case study. My name is Victoria Taylor.
My name is Destiny Corona.
And my name is Olivia Goldberg.
So here we have our Starbucks mission and values. The Starbucks mission is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. And our values include creating a culture of warmth and belonging where everyone is welcome, delivering our very best in everything we do and holding ourselves accountable, acting with courage, challenging the status quo, and finding new ways to grow our company and each other, and being present, connecting with transparency, dignity, and respect. The mission and values that Starbucks holds are extremely important because the company's partners use them to guide their behavior, as well as create systems that make it possible for effective leadership to take place. To show what effective leadership looks like in the Starbucks environment, we created a case study. So here we have the information that outlines our survey that we sent out. It was 10 survey questions about various course topics. We had 17 people participate, and it was all administered at the Starbucks in Greenwood, Indiana, that I work at. The survey was anonymous, voluntary, and not through Starbucks whatsoever.
All right, so the first thing we discussed in the survey was positive deviance, which represents intentional behaviors that depart from the norm of a reference group in honorable ways. And it's essentially to do work that exceeds common or expected performance. And a way to identify positive leadership is to observe positive deviance. So they kind of go hand in hand. And our question was, do you feel that you manage to succeed and persevere in times when you feel like the odds are against you? And the majority said yes. And it shows that this Starbucks location exhibits positive deviance pretty well.
This location specifically, the way that we show positive deviance is always lending a helping hand when the store is busy. So whenever drinks are piling up, we will allocate an extra person to help make drinks, or we'll open up another POS to get the line in the cafe through just in case it starts getting busy. Whatever the store needs or the individuals that are working there needs, we just make sure that they always have support no matter what situation they're in. We will also begin to see how having this additional support positively influences the store's climate.
So positive climate refers to a work environment in which positive emotions predominate over negative emotions, and leaders that cultivate an environment that fosters positive emotions creates the environment that employees are more likely to flourish and increase their commitment. So our question was, do you think your leadership creates a positive work environment for you and your coworkers? And the vast majority said yes at 94.1%. The next topic we discussed in our survey was broaden and build, and it's found that inducing positive emotions enlarges cognitive perspectives and enhances the ability of individuals to attend to more information, make richer interpretations, and experience higher levels of creativity and productivity. And so our first survey question was, do you interact with your coworkers in a positive manner? And pretty much all said yes. And then do you believe you positively motivate one another? And the majority again said yes, exhibiting the broaden and build perspective. The next topic we did was positive energizers, and they create and support vitality in others. They benefit their organizations not only by performing better themselves, but also by enabling others to perform better. And so we asked, do you have a person in leadership or a coworker that creates and supports vitality in your workplace? And 100% said yes. The next is positive communication, and it occurs in organizations when affirmative and supportive language replaces negative and critical language. The most successful top performing management teams clearly had more positive communication than negative communication in a research study. And our question was, do you feel like there's more frequent supportive and affirmative language / communication in your workplace compared to negative and critical language / communication? And 100% said yes.
This location exhibits supportive and encouraging language in a few different ways. So one of which is talking positively during peak hours. So somebody might say like, hey guys, our window time is down to 45 seconds. You guys are killing it. Another way that we show supportive and encouraging language in the workplace is through green apron cards, which are just small little cards that you can write some kind of like thank you note or recognition to another partner. And we all have pockets with our names on it in the back. So you can just slip the card in there and you're able to read all your cards at the end of the day. And lastly, we'd use Partner of the Quarter, which is just a quarterly nomination where all of your peers select one person that is truly exhibiting the mission and values at Starbucks, and they are rewarded with a plaque with their name on it. They get a pin for their apron, and lastly, they get a $75 bonus. Being supported through positive and affirmative language makes it much easier to persevere when faced with adversity at this store, particularly facing difficult customers.
All right, for this slide, how to deal with difficult people was a question asked on the survey. Here are some of the responses from the staff. The responses were to be positive, de-escalate, and or step away. This relates to the course topic of positive climate. Positive climate has been found to enhance decision-making, productivity, creativity, social integration, and pro-social behaviors. Navigating emotions in your workplace establishment can be challenging at times, but really honing in on coping abilities can help with those moments. Implementing positive strategies. For this slide, positive leadership in your place of work has been proven to produce positive sociological, cognitive, emotional, social, and work-related advantages. This implies having high standards for your employer's performance as a positive leader. Developing positive leadership. Characteristics that positive leaders display are compassion, forgiveness, and expression of gratitude at work. Encouraging and motivating your coworkers positively are also displays of this. The last slide, positive leadership principles. We already know positive leaders set a high standard in the work and work performance for their employees. Fostering on positive work climate. This environment would suggest enhancing your own skill set to work more efficiently or effectively.
So for this question, it's have you done anything to enhance your skill set, where the majority of the people at this location did say yes. A few different ways that can look would be becoming a barista trainer, undergoing the Coffee Master program, or just being effective and being prepared for your partner development conversations. So being a barista trainer, you just are required to go through a certain amount of training, and then you work with a new person for 40 hours to just make sure that they are fully prepared for the job. It's a great way to step up in your barista role without promoting to a shift supervisor. We also have the Coffee Master program, in which you undergo 4 different levels of like your coffee academy, and then to end you have to present to all of your bosses, which would include your store manager and your district manager, and you receive a black apron, which just signifies that you know a ton about coffee and you went through the program, which is just a huge accomplishment. And then we also have yearly partner development conversations, also known as PDCs, where preparing for those and being effective in that 30 minutes to an hour that you get with your store manager allows you to really enhance your skill set and have a clear idea of where you're at moving forward with the company. Because of programs and trainings like this, we're investing in partners, and it's made possible, which continues to just promote a positive climate. And lastly, we have our references. Thank you all so much for listening, and we hope you enjoyed.